Hobby Trench Tutorials, Wars of Eschatology, a modified one-page rule, Age of Fantasy rule set. Today we're going to talk about the second of three cultures that you select for your faction in this Eschatology campaign. This one being the Dogmatic culture. The Dogmatic culture is like Skaven and Dark Elves, like Slavers or the darker, more extremely dogmatic like societies. In this case, an example, all unit types are divided between two different categories. You have expendable unit types, infantry, small beasts, large monsters. These types have a different condition than valued unit types, such as elites and cavalry and titans, war machines, special units. From this, they will be affected differently with range and cohesive movement and other elements, starting with expendable unit type. So expendable unit types, like these slave orcs here, this unit can shoot that unit as long as it has range from its position, right, through these units here. Any unit that is in the lane of fire, such as right here, or within 3 inches of a target to be shot, can still be shot by the unit itself as long as it's an expendable unit type. Now, after you roll to shoot, let's say out of these 6 shots, 5 of them land. So that's 5 hits. However, one of them that missed rolled a 1. Every roll of 1 will be a damage done to a unit of your choice that's within 3 inches or lane of fire of the target you're shooting. So if there was another unit standing right here, like say this golem made from the Chaos Dwarves here, they can choose this or that unit to make 1 save for the 1 misfire shot that hit a friendly fire instead of the target on a roll of a 1. Now, after they roll and they save, then we're good. But let's say we don't care about these guys. We roll, we fail. 1 guy dies. So 1 guy dies here. He rolls 5, loses 3 saves, so he loses 3 wounds. He is now damaged. That's it. This is a unit shooting through expendable units. Now, let's have the unit over here. If the unit over here is now shooting through a valued unit, unlike the expendable unit being able to be shot through and potentially take damage, valued units cannot be shot through. They cannot be shot. You cannot shoot a target that is within 3 inches of a valued unit. They are extremely important and valued in the culture and are considered worth more than their lives. So they cannot be put in danger in any sense of it. However, just like with orderly cultures being able to shoot things at farther range, if this unit being targeted is more than 9 inches away from the dwarf line, which it's not, but that other one is right here, they can shoot overarching over them and shoot at that target, as long as that one is in range of their fire, which is, I believe, 18 inches, which if that's 9 inches from them, that is definitely 18 from them. So they could definitely shoot that unit there with their entire volley with no penalty. Now, that is showing the expendable friendly fire as well as the deny fire. The other element is pretty straightforward. Elite units, or anything the valued units are, can pass through by movement through any unit that is another valued unit. However, any unit that's expendable has no cohesion. That means a unit, even if it's another expendable unit in the same faction, cannot just walk through another expendable unit. They have no order. They do not move aside. They're a disorganized mob. That's showing the disorder and the cohesiveness of valued units and expendable units for dogmatic cultures. The last element is standing beside allies. Just like orderly cultures, if valued units are standing beside another 2 valued units, or say an allied faction of orderly, they're next to an orderly unit and a valued unit, that is 2 friendly orderly or valued units nearby them. Let's say this guy is a valued, that's an orderly cultured unit that's allied with them at the moment. They're within 3 inches of both of them, so they get the +1 to morale. And so that is the allied standing beside allies, cohesive movement, and the denial of it, shooting through expendable, and the denial of shooting through valued units. Dogmatic has a very extreme sense of freedom and denial depending on who they shoot and how they organize their force.